Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing a Calvinball layout using Scrap-A-Sketch sketch number 109, which is this one that has a smaller pattern paper on top of a background with the corners curled up and some embellishment there, and two photos. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to scrap the photos of the Bramble Fox design team and the challenge design team. And I'm continuing on the challenge design team for another year, another term. And I thought I'd celebrate that with this layout. And I'm using a combination. I went to my cocoa vanilla stash, and kind of based on the colors in these announcements from Bramble Fox, I chose to use a combination of These Days and Daydream from Bramble Fox. And I'm going to use those collections exclusively. This background paper is not from those collections. It's kind of a piece of cardstock that I got in those inherited supplies, and I just thought it looked pretty behind this grayish green. And I'm not gonna include anything for points, for Calvinball points, other than from those collections and from Bramble Fox. And I have as part of the team, I was given this beautiful fox, so I'm going to put that on the layout. And I'm using bits from, these birds are from the shop, and the hexagons are part of a surprise box that I bought around Christmas time, I think. And these paper clips and the geotag and the tree and the camera are from this, which is part of, it's all one set, but it's part of a collection, a travel collection that's meant to coordinate with a couple travel collections lines out there right now, one by 49 and Market and one by Cocoa Vanilla. But I'm not going to use them. This is not a travel layout, of course. I have fussy cut some flowers, and I've typed up this little bit of journaling. I'm going to put some foam tape behind it, and then we're ready to go. I will pull from the sticker sheet and this little tray of supplies as I go along. So right now, let's kind of get things mounted. I want to mount this. I have folded it over and stapled the corners, and just to kind of shorten things. I'm going to go ahead and add some foam tape under these corners. And I'm thinking that may give it some interesting lift there, and that's how it's going to stick, but it's going to make it a little bit harder to place. So let me kind of get this like so, and then I'll press down on it. That does give the corner a lot of lift, and I like that. It's anything that gives kind of shadow and dimension makes it look more, I don't know, alive or something. Okay, now these I have matted in a wood grain that's part of the collection, and I'm going to put some foam behind them. I may piece together some foam that's already been cut. We'll see how that see how that works for me. And here, and what the hey, let's go for this right there, and I'll place that. I don't think there'll be a whole lot of, I want the I was thinking the challenge team would go there and the design team would go here. Since I am a member of the challenge team, I thought I'd put it kind of up there. Not playing favorites or anything, but, and just so you know, I have set the April challenge, and this will be published on the Bramble Fox blog with details about my layout, and then I will be posting my layout on the 1st. The video will be live on the on the 1st, and then I'll be posting my layout everywhere on the 2nd. So let's get this. I think that's about the same spacing that I have, and this gives me room for, my title is going to be Our Bubble. It's kind of our little bubble of creators. I'm going to put the fox here, kind of bridging the two. So let me, before I go too much farther, I want to put some glue on his tail and his little head to get that attachment done. Okay, and I'm gonna put some glue on here, and then I'm gonna spread it around with my finger to make it tacky so that it doesn't, a blob of glue doesn't show underneath the text. And I love how the dotty paper kind of shows through. That's a really nice title perspective. Okay, and I'm going to decorate the corners maybe last, because I want to do these little paper clip things. I'll put them there, and then I can add some embellishments kind of behind them. And I will put this one, maybe I won't use this one. I'll put a camera somewhere. Let's go with the corners now. Let's just do that. I'll save a little foam to put behind some of the elements. I think I want this, let's see, there's this flower arrangement kind of right there, but I'm going to put a dot here. I'll have a rainbow and a house and a tree kind of in this area. It won't be all floral. There. And that kind of, putting the dot there and having the foam lifting that up really gives dimension to the flowers, if I can be sure that it's going to stick. Now I forget where I had it. I think that's probably good. Now this I will add right there. And I inked the edge of this. I printed this on my printer and inked the edge of it with some, what is it? Saltwater taffy, which I thought was the exact right color. So now, let's see. I want this rainbow somewhere. Let's say I put it there, and I put the house here, and the tree maybe beside the house, and then the birds kind of right in there. I'll put the tree over on the other side of the house. Okay, I think I'm going to do that, but I have to get this is a sticker, and I have to I fussy cut the sticker itself. So now I'm going to put a little foam behind it, and liquid glue. Let's see, I cut the foam too big. Don't want it to show. I don't know that it would in the finished page, but just need to be sure. And I'm gonna kind of put this like it's a tree that's kind of sticking up from a forest that's behind the house. It's my little my little scene here. And I may want this flower. This is a flower that's kind of been cut off, and then the birds kind of coming across that way. I'll put the birds on first, and then we'll see how I can fit that flower in. I'm going to do this for the birds, and see that house is on foam, so I need to take the glue off these outer two birds and put some where did it go? Here we go. I'll put some foam back behind them. That one's too long. I did a very points heavy page yesterday, and I did another one for tomorrow for Scrap Squad Sunday, and I kind of just wanted to just use points that I remember. I don't want to check the list. I just want to kind of okay, that's good. Now we'll see how far I need to tuck this flower in. I'll put a little bit more glue up there so that it catches on the birds. I like that. Okay, now we're going to come down here, and I think I may add this here. The geotag seems to go with the idea of being on the team, you know, being somewhere. It's where I am. I'm on the team. That's my interpretation, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, so this can go maybe under here, except it really would need to be cut down, and I really don't want to cut it down. So I think I will just put some, put a dot here and let it kind of fill in there. And I'll put this here and maybe a sticker or two. So let's get some dots. This is not at all how I had planned to do it when I first designed it in my head, and kind of dry fitted some stuff. But let's see if I do it that way. I'm covering the staple. Don't really want to do that, so let me do it more down this way. Go there, and then let's see. I have this camera that I could maybe put here. I like putting it there because it kind of connects it to what this lower cluster. I'm going to use the camera. The colors in here are perfect cocoa vanilla colors, and the colors for the travel collection that they've got out are very much the same and can coordinate nicely with the with these two collections that I've used here. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I'm actually going to cut that whole blue flower off and let this come out right there, and I will put a foam dot behind it. And if I need to, I have that paper handy that I could fussy cut something else from it. Okay, there. And I've got this, let's see. What would be good to put there? Maybe let's do this tag upside down. And partly cut off. And I'll put some foam under it. And I'll tie a bow with some twine. I think I have some that would be in the right color range. Okay, and I'm going to add this little sticker also with some foam, but I won't make it as thick. And it says love, but I'm gonna maybe hide that. I'm not sure how far so I'm gonna layer it on top of the tag. There, you can't really read it, and that's what I intended. Okay. And now I have a tiny gold arrow. Oh, I forgot that I have my fussy cut rainbow up here. There. And I thought I would do a tab along the side of this photo. Right there. I get points for tabs, and I'm gonna do another tab on the other photo. Let's see. I need to get this perfectly placed so that those little waves are showing. Okay, and now I'm going to use this arrow to point in down the row where my photo is. Just kind of silly, but I thought it might be fun. And I have some hexagons that I'm going to add down in this cluster. I'm going to put the biggest one down first, and it is kind of a clear pinkish beige, so there. And then I have another one I'm going to put right here. Okay, that seems to work. And then there's a tiny one that I'm going to put right in here. And it's almost the same color as the paper, the background paper. And I can't tell if I have stuff stuck to, that's actually thicker. No, it isn't. It just looks it because it's so small. Let me get it situated properly before the glue dries. So that is down there. I have my signature overlapping hearts, and they're going to be woodies from the Bramble Fox shop. And I'll put one up on the photo and one down below it. Kind of lift that up a little bit. There we go. Is that right? I want a little more of the heart showing there. That works for me. And so this is the only thing I didn't use. And I'm not sure there's anything on here that I need to use, except I wanted to pull a little word strip that says "Lucky Us," and maybe I'll just put it right there. hearts, I have a star there, I have hexagons, arrows. I'd like to put something right there, but I need something that is so tiny, small, something really tiny. I tell you what, I have another Cocoa Vanilla line here, Happy Days. I have these hearts, and I'm going to pick a white one because it will contrast. Let me put it at the other angle. Too low. Okay, there. That kind of completes it. And I want to take a little pink dot and put it right here in the lens of the camera. I love this page. I love it a lot. There's here's one that says grateful, and I'm going to pull the back off of it. And I'm going to put it here. Okay, I think I'm done decorating, and I'm ready to call it done. And I have no idea how many Calvinball points, and it doesn't matter. I get one for the flower, one for the fact that that one's navy blue, one for leaf, one for a heart, one for hexagon, one for banner flag, one for a tag. If I find a nice twine color, let's see, I did have some pink. I no longer have any pink, and I don't even know what to shop for that. I actually went out and did a search for thin twine and didn't come up with anything. It's American Crafts, but it's probably 10 years old. These spools that I have right now. I'm gonna just tie this in a little bow. Not well, not easily. And I may do that off camera. I think I'll stop the video because I know that I'm on camera and it just doesn't work. So I think that's going to finish me off for this page, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye.